Whoops, we got a bit of a camera issue. Anyway, hey everyone, welcome to this special live stream. Crazy Adventures of the Week, episode one. Literally unplanned. Um, Again, we didn't know what was gonna happen. Me and Rafi just decided to come on because a lot of crazy shit happened this week. And this episode is more of a sports episode. So if you're a fan of the Canadians and hockey, well, you gotta stick around. We're also gonna talk about Metallica, but for now, I just want to bring in my co-host Rafael Mara, who is here for the first time. Hey, what's up? First episode. I'm crazy.
Yep, so excited for this.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, this is yeah. Again, first episode live. You're not stressed, are you? Because we've been able to. Yeah. Anyways, guys, we have some fantastic stories to talk about.
Yep.
This week, again, like I said, sports. In general, we're gonna start with our first ever story of the week. Reportage. So, if you guys probably know, there was a complaint made to the OQLF. Okay. Regarding the Go Habs Go ban. No, sorry. So people were complaining. Okay, someone complained that Go Habs Go should turn into Ali Canadien Ali because we're in Quebec. Anyways, nobody was happy about that, and to be real, I'm not happy about that either because what the hell is that? Like, it's been Go Habs Go. It's gonna stay Go Habs Go. No wonder bro. Who cares? It's gonna stay Go Habs Go. Anyways, I'm done raging for this part of the story. Erin Seas has more on that. And by the way, Erin Seas has more on the ban. Yeah, that's it.
Everybody just says it for fun. It's quicker, it's faster, it's catchier. What's the big deal?
Go Habs Go, a long-standing rallying cry for the Montreal Canadiens that was on display on public transit buses, has been dropped, triggered by a complaint to Quebec's French language watchdog, the OQLF. Montreal's STM buses are now displaying Allez Canadiens Allez after a complaint was made about buses displaying Go CF Montreal Go in support of the city's professional soccer team.
We have a lot of other issues with this city than that. So, priorities in the wrong place.
I think it's a good thing for the language and French language.
C'est pour la protection de la langue française.
I'm all for protecting the French language, but there's also a certain tradition with the word Habs. It comes from long ago, and we can keep the word. I don't think it's what's going to affect the French language, but we could put both languages as a gesture of goodwill.
People in the stadium chanted. To me, it's a cultural saying. It's not so much a language thing. So I think it's unfortunate that it got banned.
STM spokesperson Isabelle Tremblay confirmed that it took a few months before the change to Allez Montréal was completed on all the buses because the messages needed to be changed manually. OQLF spokesperson Gilles Payet told City News that we informed the STM that in accordance with the Charter of the French language, the authorities' organizations must use the French language in an exemplary fashion, which implies not using English terms in their signage.
It's unfortunate that the minister allows the OQLF, as independent as it purportedly is, to pursue these type of measures and makes it appear as though in some way this is protecting French. It certainly does not protect French. And it actually makes a mockery of the necessary protection of French in certain contexts.
Quebec Premier François Legault, who has written Go Habs Go on social media posts in the past, skirted the question Thursday morning, but opposition parties were quick to take a stance.
We don't need to have someone in the office saying that it's bad and it's a menace to the French reality in Quebec. It's ridiculous. It's ludicrous.
Go Habs Go.
For me, Go Habs Go, it's Quebecer language, not French, Quebecer, and it's popular, and it's not, for me, it has no impact on the protection of the French language.
But for now, English words like go are officially benched from the public transit playbook.
The most important is that the Canadians win.
In Montreal, Erin Seas, City News.
So yeah, that was about the story for the Go Habs Go being banned. Literally, I still can't understand why they're doing this. I, for real, don't. Like, Rafi, what do you think? I mean, listen, you're more of a sports person than I am, but even if I don't watch a lot of sports, bro, Go Habs Go is going to stay that way.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this article?
I think it's like like the guy said, I forgot when, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, it doesn't help at all, like, keep the French language. And plus, even like mainly French speaking people that were on the reportage, they even said it was unnecessary to do that, and that it was a cultural thing, not a language. Like,
Yeah, it's not a language thing. Just keep it like that. Anyways, so are you ready? Because you actually first ever story on this show. You're gonna take it away with the Habs winning game 3, hyped ass game.
Yep.
I did not watch the full thing because I was tired and went to bed. But anyways, I heard that. Why? I googled it in the morning. I saw that. Actually, I didn't even need to. I saw that the Canadians won. But anyways, I'm not gonna spoil everything. Rafi, take it away.
All right. So it was game 3 of 7, I'm pretty sure, for the Canadians versus the Washington. So actually, in my opinion, they played pretty well. Like the first 2 matches, they didn't really do as well, but not that game, they played pretty good. So in the first period of the game, Washington actually leaded it with a point. But then later on, the Canadians scored another one. Then in the second period, Canadians scored another one. So for the 2-1 lead. But then Washington also brought back the tie for 2-2. But then I'm pretty sure near the end, the Canadians scored another one to lead 3-2. Then Washington again tied it up. But then from there, Canada went crazy and scored 3 more goals to win 6-3 in the match. It was actually crazy. My whole family was like screaming. But anyways, Adriana Gentile, a City News reporter, has more on this subject.
We did it! 6-3 for the win!
After falling behind in the series, the Habs bounced back with a 6-3 win over the Capitals on home ice Friday night. But Washington still holds a 2-1 advantage in the playoff series.
I think it was a really good game. I mean, the first one this year in the playoffs since like 2021. I mean, we win! Let's go, boys! Let's go, come on! Yeah!
Amazing!
Go, Habs, go!
It's great to be back in the playoffs, post-COVID, especially because we didn't get to be in the building.
Puck drops at 6:30 p.m. on Sunday for Game 4 of the series. In Montreal, Adriana Gentile, City News.
Okay, very, very, very crazy. This was very fun.
Yeah.
To be honest, like we're all anxious. We're like, oh yeah, we gotta win this. But anyways, this is it for the first part. We got the 2 stories out. We have 2 more coming up. But we need a little break because that was a long that was just long, and we gotta take a little break because coming up we're gonna talk about the Nouveau Défi Sportif Para Hockey with my good friend Corinne Boyer, who has more on that story. But we're also gonna talk about Metallica because they have a technique that are getting fans to come to their show. So don't go away because we're coming back with some more crazy stories, right?
Yep.
This is just crazy.
Go Habs, go!
Go Habs, go! Okay, it's not Canadien allez, okay? We'll be back right after this. Do not go away because if you do, we're in trouble. Yes, that's it.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't go away, guys. Just stay here. Just at this point, yeah. Alrighty, guys, we're back after this
We're
short
back.
break. Rafi, I hope you're ready to take on the next reportage, the next story. This is the last story for you on tonight's episode. So, you're talking to us about le défi sportif para hockey. Okay, I listen to this point. A lot of people were even surprised that we were doing this. But anyways, take it away. This is your last story, so I just don't want to spoil anything. Go ahead.
All right. So, like you said, there's a new défi sportif this year, para hockey actually, and surprisingly, it's right here in Montreal actually. But Corinne Boyer has more info on this one.
Right away, he's like, "No, I'm just gonna keep." This is. Oh, by the way, Corinne, I saw that reportage before. It was fantastic. But anyways,
yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna stick to what Rafi said. So yeah, Corinne Boyer from City News has more.
Yep.
We're excited. We're ready to go, and we're ready to prove whose game this is.
The annual and biggest multi-sport event in Canada, Défi Sportif Altergo, for those living with disabilities and physical limitations, is back again this year with more than 6,000 athletes ranging from up-and-comers to elite-level contenders that are battling it out in 10 days worth of competitions right here in Montreal.
I first got into blind hockey in 2017. I just found out about it through some family members and went to my first event in Alberta, which is where I'm from, and I've been a part of it ever since.
In 2015, I found out about this wonderful sport called blind hockey. And then in 2016, I played my first tournament in Toronto and then was hooked ever since.
Blind hockey is an adapted version of ice hockey. It uses a hollow metal puck filled with metal balls that make noise, which helps athletes with a visual impairment be able to play.
People that come watch the sport, I think, are going to be extremely surprised to see how quick it is on the ice. We play with an adapted puck and a few other rule changes, but other than that, it's your traditional game of hockey.
It amazed me that what they could actually achieve on the ice, considering they don't see. You know, obviously, I couldn't see myself doing this. So somehow it actually showed me and teach us then we have no limits, you know.
Défi Sportif has been hosting events for 42 years now, but this year's edition is the first time they've welcomed blind hockey, and what a better way to kick off the competition with a face-off between Canada and the U.S.
When you have a chance to participate in Montreal, in Quebec, or in Canada, you represent your nation, your province, that's awesome for the sport, and that's awesome for the athletes too.
Feels awesome. Yeah, there's really nothing like representing your country. So this is our sixth international series against the U.S., so it's always good to play them and compete against them.
While winning is always the goal, the team's captain says brightening the spotlight on blind hockey is also a victory of its own.
Hopefully, if anything, we're going to inspire other people out there that have a disability or have a challenge within life, whatever that may be, that they don't give up, they continue to fight for their dreams. And kids that are watching us, that they know that notwithstanding the fact that they may have a vision issue, that hockey's still for them and hockey's for everyone, and they can still play the sport at a high level.
In Montreal, Corinne Boyer, City News.
All right, so I'd like to add on that. I find it incredible how people with slight disabilities, or even some with a lot that aren't as lucky as others in life, they're able to do this incredible sport that millions of people love and enjoy playing. So I just find that incredible. And like they said in the story on the news, it's incredible. 42 years they've been doing events like this. I just find it incredible. So I find it's a nice story to put on our adventures of the week, and yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Now, again, I just want to mention something because, like Rafi just mentioned, that we're here and this is a premiere, but we did not know we were coming on. It was just a random, like, we're just gonna come on here because we said that it was gonna be on a Saturday or a Friday, so you guys just have to stay tuned. But anyways, we'll do better for the next week's episode, so you guys can know when we're coming on. But yeah, so that was it for Rafi, but he's still hanging on. He's still hanging on here. He's hanging out with us here. We're gonna finish this episode off with Metallica news. Now, of course, I have to report because, guys, it's Metallica. Like, oh, Rafi left. Sorry, guys. Anyway, yeah, Metallica. Like, it's Metallica. It's crazy. It's fire. So at this point, I just have to report on that story. But before I do so, actually, I'm not the reporter here. But anyways, I'd like to, in heavier news, I'd like to tell you guys that Metallica has a great way of bringing fans back to shows. Thursday night was night one of a sold out show. Tonight is the second, and I think that it's in Toronto. So again, Toronto fans are crazy. Anyways, CTV's Heather Wright has more on that story.
Don't call them Metallica fans. This is the Metal family.
In the arena, everyone is just, like great people. It's a great environment to be in, Sorry, my voice is gone from last night, and it's going to be even worse by tomorrow.
Last night was night one of 2 sold-out Toronto shows, the only Canadian stop on Metallica's world tour. Today is rest day for the band, merch day for these fans who lined up at this pop-up shop.
His first Metallica concert was in my belly.
10 shows later, Kristen LeClaire and her son Nolan have come to Toronto from Texas.
I just have been listening to them for so long, and they just endure. And I actually think they've gotten better. They just keep getting better and better.
The band has been touring for more than 40 years, but fans say the shows never get old.
What is it about this band that keeps people coming back for 31 shows?
The live shows. Live shows, they rock live. That's what hooked me.
And while the fans say the band is still full of youthful energy, some admit they can't mosh like they used to.
My legs and back are sore. No mosh pits, though. Too old for the mosh pits. It was pretty mellow last night, I think.
Night 2 goes tomorrow at the Rogers Centre, with fans already looking forward to their next world tour.
They're just an amazing band, and I'll do this until they don't.
Heather Wright, CTV News, Toronto.
What a nice way to end this week's episode and the first ever episode. I also just want to mention that this reportage was on yesterday. So tonight is actually the night, the second night in Toronto at the Rogers Centre. Anyways, this completes the first episode of Crazy Adventures of the Week. This is, yeah. First of all, Rafi, how was the experience? Because I know you've been wanting to host something with me, so it finally happened. How do you feel?
I feel good. The good thing about this show, kind of, that we're doing, is we got to talk about different topics, especially recent ones like we did today. Everything was very recent, so we're able to talk about like new stuff, so people could get the latest news and reports from us and opinions on the subjects.
Yeah, and the whole point about this show is to make news, which is supposedly sometimes a boring thing, because now, we didn't speak about it, but we heard about the Pope's passing, which has been something that has been going on everywhere, the news everywhere. But yeah, it's crazy. But the news, the elections as well. There's plenty of shit going on. So, we're here to make the news happy, like a better place for you. Listen, news are boring, so this is why we're here. We're here to make news better and funner to watch. Honestly, I can't wait till next week's episode.
Yeah. Also, I learned a lot today just about these subjects.
About these people, because for those of you who don't know, I'm the one doing all the research. So Rafi didn't even watch the reportages first. Unless you were watching the news last night, which I don't know, but Rafi didn't see them, so he was shocked too. He's like, oh, well, oh, right. Next week on the show, no reportages come out. Don't think we have access. We don't. But next week on the show, we're probably going to be covering elections because it's the election. So we're going to be covering that for y'all because election day is on the 28th. So we're going to be covering the elections. By that day, we're probably going to have the leader. Yeah, because it's very soon. So we're going to talk about the elections on the next week's episode. Honestly, I can't wait till next week's episode. Like, literally, I'm not gonna get into politics right now, but I'm fucking excited to get into that field on next week's episode.
Yeah.
First of all, I wanna take the time to say how all the reportages we saw were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Again, Corinne Boyer, she's just an amazing reporter. Not because I met her, but because she truly is. Pamela Pagano, who we didn't hear a reportage from her on today's episode, but she is also fantastic. literally. And Christine Long, which we are gonna have reports from her very soon, of course. It's Christine Long. Like, hello. Like, honestly, I'm just really excited. So I want to thank all of you for watching today's episode. I want to thank my co-host Rafael Mara. Thank you so much, Rafi, bro. I swear it's gonna be the funniest thing ever, bro. I can't wait, honestly. At this point, like, it's gonna be fantastic. And thank you for actually stepping into the ship with me and co-hosting the show. It's gonna be fun. Live from, well, for me, from my basement, and I don't know where you are. Basement?
Yeah.
Live from our basements. This concludes this week's episode. We'll see you next time, and we are gonna post for what time for next week, what time and what day we're gonna go on. But yeah, live from both our basements. We'll see you guys next time on Crazy Adventures of the Week. We'll leave you guys with some music. Thank you guys so much. Rafi, you're not leaving. You know the drill. We'll see you guys next time on Crazy Adventures of the Week. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all. See you guys next time. C'est pas aller Canadien aller, c'est go Habsco. Good night, everyone.